Hello students, today we will continue our chapter 3 of class 11, that is plant kingdom, and today's topic is about Pteridophyta. This is the division, one of the division from plant kingdom, and today we will know the general characters of Pteridophyta. As we already studied about algae, then your Bryophyta, and we know how simpler plants are formed on earth in different areas. Here Pteridophyta shows many differences when it compared with algae and Bryophyta. So how it is different? The first difference is this is primitive seedless plant, conspicuous and inconspicuous, independent gametophyte. What does it mean? It means this is the first primitive seedless plant. It have no seeds, but still this is the precursor to producing seed, or the seed plants that are present on earth. It is the precursor, means initiator. So here conspicuous means the visible character which can be seen, and this cannot be seen. So independent to gametophyte means its gametophytic phase is different and sporophytic phase is different. Sporophytic phase means 2n and gametophytic phase means n. So when 2n will be formed and n will be formed. 2n will be formed when half of chromosome from both the parents combine in the zygote. We will study it later in reproduction. So let's understand. Next point, it is found in cool, damp, sandy and humid places. The species of this division found normally in sandy places. You can see the buildings that are broken buildings where some bricks or stones fall. They grow between these gaps, and they also helps in binding the soil, prevent soil erosion. They are also used as for ornamental purposes. Ornamental means for decorating purposes. We also use these plants in our houses to keep our house that look beautiful. So next is first land plant to develop vascular tissue. You know vascular tissue, xylem and phloem, which conduct separately food and water. So this is the first plant in the kingdom of plant which have vascular tissue. And recall that algae and bryophytes have no vascular tissue, means they have no xylem and phloem. Only pteridophytes bear this type of function, means they have vascular tissue. Vascular tissue means xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. Next, plant body has true stem, root, rhizoids in case of adventitious root and leaves. So here you again recall, yesterday I have told you that the species of bryophytes have root-like, stem-like and leaf-like structure. But here in case of pteridophytes, they have true root which holds the soil tightly. They have true stem which hold the leaves, and they have also true leaves. Some of the species of pteridophytes have adventitious root. What do you mean by adventitious root? You will study about this in chapter 5, morphology in plant kingdom. So here adventitious root means when root arises from any part of the plant other than the main root. When root arises, suppose for example in case of banana tree. In case of banana tree you can see some roots. In case of sugarcane you can see the roots arising from the stem. So that are called adventitious root. Next general character is they are used as food by many organisms also. So its examples are, before I give you examples, I want to tell you one thing, that again Pteridophyta has 4 different classes regarding on their structure and the plant body. So they are Coelopsida, P is silent here, Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Spinopsida and Pteropsida. So under Coelopsida, Coleotom and Rhynia comes. These are the plants which come in this class. Next is your Lycopsida, in which Lycopodium or Selaginella comes. Next is your Spinopsida, Equisetum come. Next is your Pteropsida, in which Adiantum is come. So they are the examples of different classes of Pteridophyta. Next is your dominant phase or independent plant is sporophyte. Means in case of bryophyte and algae, the dominant phase is gametophytic phase. Means the maximum time period spent by the organism through gametophytic means through N phase. But here the species of pteridophytes show sporophytic phase. Sporophytic phase means the parent body is diploid, means twin. The parent body is diploid, and to produce gametes it have to undergo through meiosis, which we already studied in our yesterday class. What is meiosis and what is meiosis? So here dominant phase or independent plant is a sporophyte. Each plant have twice the number of chromosome. Means let's take example of human beings. We have 23 pair of chromosomes. 23 come from male parent and 23 come from female parent. When they combine they form zygote, and the zygote contains 46 number of chromosome, and when we grow then we have also 46 number of chromosome. Here exactly this happens. The plant body is diploid in number. Leaves may be microphytes. Microphytes means small in size. Either the species of pteridophytes leaf small or large. If small, then it is called microphytes, and if large, then it is called macrophytes. So microphytes leaf is seen in Selaginella, and large leaves are seen in ferns. Large leaves seen in ferns. And I want to tell you another thing, that the fern have the maximum number of chromosomes found. That is, which already I have told you, that is more than 600. I think approximately 678 pairs, more than 600 pairs of chromosomes. So here, at maturity, leaves become modified as sporophyll and form sporangia. So what do you mean by sporophyll and what do you mean by sporangia? Sporophyll means which bear sporangia. Sporangia are the gametes. Sporangia are the parents which form spores, and the spores are dispersed through air or water or animal etc. When they get suitable environment, again they grow as new plant body. So in case of Pteridophyta, either it forms homosporous, means when both the spores are equal, that is in case of Lycopodium, and heterosporous, means when the spores are different. Here is the diagram. This is fern, the leaf of fern, and the sporangia are present in the leaf or sporangia. Next is reproduction. How the species of Pteridophyta reproduce. Here first the sporophyll, which is the plant body, bears sporangia. Then sporangia again forms spore mother cell, and spore mother cell, which is 2n in number, goes through meiosis and forms 4 spores, and again it forms prothallus or spores, grows as prothallus, and the prothallus again converted into multicellular free living photosynthetic gametophyte, means grows as a new individual. So this is all about your division Pteridophyta.